Hey guys.
Hey guys. So today we're going to go into two subjects. The first subject is how cis concepts of male and female privilege can affect trans people, and two, at least personal experience on having a child a natural way when you are trans. So,
So I'm going to start off and say that this all started in just a general music Facebook group I'm in because I like talking about music and stuff about that. And so I was in this group and someone was upset um, about something, and so I was giving this particular person advice, and pretty soon after I commented something on how, um, you know, there's some people, some cops out there that'll listen to you. I know that there's a lot of good cops out there and also some really bad cops out there. I know the struggle and how hard it is. And this girl commented right below me, like 5 minutes later, and said, "Well, they only helped you because you're a guy." And and for me in that group, I am a self trans man, and I that's the male privilege for me. But also for a person that has been treated as female as most of my pretty much my almost my entire life, it I also have experienced female privilege.
I think for me, um, it's kind of different and kind of similar. I have experienced male privilege as much as any person with a penis experiences male privilege. I will say, however, that um, as part of a fairly large and fairly marginalized class, um, I have been treated with something less than privilege. Um, it's really hard to explain, but it's not something like people will say, well, you are you're male to female, so you don't know what it's like to be female because you've had male privilege. Well, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I have been marginalized, I've been pushed aside, I've been harassed, I have been beaten, I have been in fear of my life, in fear of being raped, I've been not paid as much as I should be. Just because I have had certain privilege does not mean that I don't know what it's like to be female. If you're going to say that, then you have to necessarily assume that just because a baby is born with a vagina, that makes that child not a woman or not female, even if they identify as that. Because it's basically essentialism. It's saying that because you were born with this part, you will never understand, and because you have had this privilege, you will never understand what it is to be a woman. That's just false. It's the same thing that Colton was going
Hmm. Except like ops, yeah.
through.
But yeah, it's a hard topic to talk about because it's hard to word this sometimes.
Yeah, it is really hard to
Yeah.
word. Explaining, and a lot of cis people don't get it, that just because we're born with certain parts does not, and we've had some sort of privilege, does not mean that we are not incredibly fucking marginalized.
For a person that's has been on hormones for a while and I start um, passing a lot more, obviously after a certain amount of time, I am stealth. And then to most people that didn't know me before. And then when that happens, when you're in a group and then someone says, well, you don't understand this because blah, 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 that makes me kind of want to reach out and to tell them that I understand and to say, hey, look, I've been there, so please just don't even go there because I know what it's like because I've lived twice through that.
Yeah, yeah, we both have. We've both lived through, you know, having privilege, not having privilege, being seen. Like I was No, I was not socialized female as a child. What I was, however, was basically had all of my feelings repressed. I was forced into certain roles, just like every trans person is, forced into things that made me hate myself and, you know, longing for something that I thought I could never have, and having to hide who I was and trying to be something that somebody else wanted. If that's not a lack of privilege, if that's not oppressive, then I don't really know what is.
Mhm. And yeah, so I think that leads us into um,
Yeah, having a kid the natural way.
kids.
So would you like to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to go into that it has um, it has become more almost natural to some people to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's not like we are the first people doing this at all.
yeah.
And
Benefit greatly from the other people out there who have done it. Thank you immensely. Thank you for all the help. We appreciate it.
I am thankful for that group and that I'm in, and for giving me all the help that they've given us both. Because there's a lot of medical professionals in that group that have been really helpful to both of us and that have given us advice just in general. And yeah, they're really great. Um, I wish there were more like support groups outside of the internet for like trans people that are conceiving, because that would be really great. I'm sure there are somewhere.
Yeah.
But I what I wanted to go into this is that I know all of the physical and mental effects that going off hormones and that having the extra pregnancy hormones is like. I do my research. I've been through a lot and in the past, and I know, and I'm willing to take that chance. If technology was improved, Jordan would be one that would be carrying the kid.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean that I won't be the dad. I am the dad.
Yeah.
I am the dad. Jordan is the mom. I am the dad. Jordan is the mom. If I was in Georgia right now, we wouldn't have these resources that we have right now. Um, I wouldn't be getting blood and for to be having trans-friendly doctors and nurses treating us with respect.
Yeah.
Not like it is here.
Yeah.
I mean, in Georgia, if you want to find a trans-friendly OBGYN, that's going to be hella hard.
Yeah, I think there's one place in Atlanta which was my primary. I think they're pretty much it
Yeah.
when it comes to incredibly trans-friendly resources. And yet they were still asking and begging me when if I would go to the Philly Trans Conference to bring them back information,
Yep.
because there's just not a lot down there, and that's really pretty sad. I think one of the big misconceptions that I get, and I know you get too, is that, well, does this mean you're detransitioning?
No.
No,
No.
no,
No.
no,
No.
no. We are not detransitioning. As soon
To
as
get for us to actually conceive, obviously we had to go off our hormones.
yes,
Because a fetus, as far as I'm concerned, from all the research I've done, a fetus cannot survive in the womb if you take hormone replacement therapy. And it's not safe. I'm not going to take that chance. Um, the most I've been is moody, but my voice has stayed the same. And if it changes, then I'll just do voice exercises because I waited so long to be on hormones, and I used to do voice exercises at work when I worked in a different Goodwill location, and I passed a lot of the time. I sing, um, I sing quite a bit, and there's this app that I sing on that actually helps train your voice for you to sound good. And I use that. I have a lot of experience in stuff like this, like with my voice. I'm a fairly masculine person. Obviously, with a webcam, I have a beard, facial hair. I am, yeah,
Yeah. It took me longer for various reasons, including where I lived, family, mental health issues, because I have extreme OCD, to actually get onto HRT. But and going on for 8 months and then getting off it's not fun. I will not say by any stretch of the imagination that this is a fun process.
it's not.
It is not.
We obviously don't like we don't broadcast it, obviously, but it's not fun. But we work stuff out together,
Yeah, I
and we
mean,
know that in the long run, this is worth it
yeah,
because we'll have a biological child of our own.
yeah,
And unfortunately, if technology was changed, then Jordan would be the one that would be carrying, and it would be from me.
yeah. Like you said earlier, I think it's imperative for people to understand that just because Colton is carrying does not make him any less of a father, does not make me any less of a mother.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. But yeah, back to what I was talking about earlier is that no, it's not easy. Dysphoria comes rushing back in. Things you will not like the changes, but if you want a child, you want to have a child naturally, that's part of both of you,
Yes.
then it's worth it.
Hmm.
It is. It really is.
The reason why I didn't do this before, so I know some people are wondering that, is because before hormones, I had a very feminine voice. I didn't have the changes I have now because things didn't really change back that much. Just a little bit of stuff that I don't really care much about. But anyways, I have a deeper voice now. I am passing a lot more, and I compared to here and now, I would not do this then in the past. There would be no way in hell. I was in a place where I didn't want to be, but now I am, and I'm with someone that loves and supports me. And I've gotten rid of the people that don't understand after constantly educating them, pretty much on an everyday basis.
Times.
Yeah, I can't go through their heads anymore, but
Yeah.
I have really done my part in educating. You can only educate someone so much, including family members, until you've just been like, I can't do it because you're refusing to learn, to attempt to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's really about it. That's all we really have to talk about. Just because, yeah, to recap, it's worth it. It's not fun, but it is worth it.
we're excited.
Yeah, we are excited. It takes a lot of hard work. Um,
It takes strong people to do this.
yes, you don't understand how much it will actually test you until you do it. But trial by fire, right? Everything is made better.
Mhm.
But yeah, to recap, just because he's a guy and just because he is a trans guy doesn't mean that he doesn't know what it's like to be shit on as a woman. And just because I'm a trans woman doesn't mean that my penis has in any way made it easier for me or makes me anything less than a woman.
Yeah,
And having a baby is worth it.
yes, it really is.
That's about
I'm a
it.
guy and Jordan's a woman.
Yes, I don't know how many times we can get that across to people.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm going to say it a lot though, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and just correct people all day, every day if I have to. Hopefully not.
Dear God, let's hope not. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.